Welcome back everyone, and thanks for joining me for today's FIFA 16 career mode episode with Chelsea. Now if you did miss the last episode, you're probably wondering, well hold on, why is this a Chelsea career mode? I thought you was doing Swansea. Well, I did start the season with Swansea, but Chelsea came in with an offer and it was kind of too good to turn down, if you know what I mean. And because I've never managed Chelsea before on FIFA or on a career mode, I thought, you know, this is a perfect opportunity. Seeing as, you know, FIFA 16, it is coming to the end of its life. There's only a couple of months now until FIFA 17 is released, so I thought, screw it, let's do it. Let's do a career mode with Chelsea, something I've never done before on any FIFA. So anyway, heading into this game against Newcastle, we were just 2 points below Manchester United, who were in third. We were currently lying in fourth. We needed to start picking up the pace in the season, as obviously it's getting closer to the end. We're still in the same season that I started with Swansea. So Swansea, they're putting on the pressure as well after the team that I sort of built there. You know, bringing in those two new signings of Courtney House and Dominic Iorfa, and obviously the form that Gomez is in at the moment, finding the back of the net almost every game, and they've got Sadio Mane. Can't wait to actually come up against Swansea, which will be a bit later on in this series. Certainly an episode you do not want to miss. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of ups and downs there and plenty of highlights to go through. Now this home game, my first home game as Chelsea this season against Newcastle, I was getting a bit worried because it was still 0-0 with 85 minutes on the clock. But thankfully we did break that deadlock with the goal coming from Pedro, who did well to actually get the ball into the Newcastle box, as, you know, for the majority of the game we failed to do that, and they were a solid back four. It's almost as if they came to Stamford Bridge to get the point, and I think, you know, considering they're about mid-table-ish, they haven't really got much to play for now as the season is drawing to a close. So they thought, you know, getting a point at Stamford Bridge is probably the best result we can get. But thankfully, Pedro was able to get the winning goal for us. We almost doubled our lead with that header from Diego Costa as it came in from William, but there just wasn't enough power. I think there was also a slight push as well in the box. So we could have ended it 2-0, but in the end it was 1-0 thanks to that goal from Pedro. And of course the headlines the next day, stuttering start for PAYTON at Chelsea. It always seems to be the way with me whenever I start a new career, or if I go to a new team on career mode on FIFA. I can never get off to an amazing start, winning game after game, scoring goal after goal. Can never happen with me. It's always a draw here, draw there, one goal here and there as well. Let me know how you guys get on when you start a new career with a new team. Is it always a stuttering start for you, or is it just a simple clean sweep, scoring goal after goal and so on? Let me know in the comments below. Now, Chelsea have been dealt a massive blow heading into the business end of this season. Eden Hazard is out for 3 months, pretty much the rest of the season. One of the best players in this team is out for 3 months. Unbelievable. With that lateral collateral ligament damage, he's going to be missed sorely, as we do have some pretty important games coming up very soon. Looking at the calendar, we've got Liverpool on the horizon, we've got Man City, who are the league leaders at the moment, that have took such a lead at the top of the table. We could benefit in closing that gap. We could probably have done with Hazard in the team for that game. We've also got the Swansea game, having to go back to the Liberty Stadium and play my former side. And then there's Tottenham to look forward to as well. Tough couple of months without Hazard. Yes, Pedro, I think, is capable enough of stepping up and taking over that position, but that wasn't really my initial plan, to have Pedro in the starting lineup. He would be on the bench normally. And take a look at this as well. In this game against Watford, our next Premier League game, it was Watford that got the first goal of the game in the 23rd minute from Gerardo out wide. It's happened to me again. This happened to me in my Manchester United career. I think it was my final season away to West Ham. We got hammered in that game, yes, I remember. But I'm not sure what this is all about. Is it predetermined on FIFA? Is it scripted that crosses like that are to go in? I mean, it's a tremendous goal, to be fair. I like watching that on the replay. But, you know, at the time of playing, it just didn't feel right. It's almost as if it wasn't supposed to I don't know, whether it's just the unpredictability. It just didn't feel right, if you know what I mean. But as soon as we kicked off, after going a goal behind against Watford, we received a penalty. It was Neom with the challenge on Matic after that quick little interchange between Matic and Diego Costa. And Neom got sent off after his challenge. I thought it was a bit unfair of the referee when you take another look at the replay of his challenge on Matic. As he, I think he did get a little scrape of the ball. He did go in, but then again he comes in from the side and takes Matic's feet away completely. Diego Costa would step up and take the penalty for Chelsea, and will put Chelsea back on level terms with Watford. I could then look back on that goal from Gerardo with a little ease and appreciate it a little bit more, I suppose. When Neom got sent off though, I thought, you know what, we're in for a game here. And it always seems to be the way when I come to Vicarage Road, when I play at Vicarage Road against Watford. And it was Ighalo that made it 2-1, got Watford back in the lead, even though they were at such a disadvantage of being a man down. It was a nice finish from Ighalo. Good bit of interplay, and Courtois just couldn't keep the ball out the back of the net. Look how he angles his body, Ighalo, almost on a half volley, but the ball was hit low, it was hit hard. I mean, Courtois did get a touch to it, but couldn't keep it out the back of the net. Come the second half, we didn't give up, we kept knocking, we kept looking to get back into this game, to draw level once again. So frustrating. But Pantilimon kept our effort out. With that good save, that header from William, there just wasn't enough power behind it, there wasn't enough glance on the ball, so we found ourselves having to go back to the drawing board to try and come up with something different. Now, Watford had this free kick, and as soon as Junuzovic, we all remember Junuzovic from my Borussia Mönchengladbach career from last year, it was FIFA 15 that I did that career. I just knew he was going to make it 3-1, and he did. He delivered, even though Ivanovic was there in support of Courtois. Maybe that went against me, maybe it didn't, but I don't know. It just seems as though it's all predetermined, this game, as though Watford were supposed to get themselves in the lead, and it was going from bad to worse. I mean, time was against us. It just seemed as though absolutely everything was against us in this away game to Watford, and thinking that we've got Southampton next away, seeing that they knocked us out of the FA Cup, but I don't know, there was a glimmer of hope with William getting us back in the game. There was still time to go and get an equaliser. He did make it 3-2 there. What a game it was turning out to be. It was a real tense game, real edge of your seat stuff. And then just under 10 minutes to go, Chelsea on full attack. Azpilicueta found Radamel Falcao. It was Junuzovic putting Oscar off the ball. You can see how tightly packed Watford were. They were parking the bus. They had everyone back in their own half, and it would be Radamel Falcao, ladies and gentlemen, to get that very, very late equaliser to make it 3-3. We made such a meal out of this game. You know, Watford being down to 10 men, it should have been a walk in the park really for us, but it wasn't. It was a difficult challenge at Vicarage Road, but thankfully we got something from the game thanks to that header from Falcao. Results at the moment, yeah, don't seem the best. I'm going to blame it on fitness, because we've had so many fixtures tightly packed together coming out of the Christmas period as well, heading into the business end of the season. We've lost one of the best players in the team as well, Eden Hazard. It's all having a bit of an effect, and it didn't really help that the manager before me didn't really buy well in the transfer window. Hopefully I can sort that out soon. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching.